Boston, Massachusetts is home to many of America's revolutionary ideas and historic institutions. If you follow the Charles River just west of Boston to Watertown, Massachusetts, American craftsmanship and ingenuity are on display at the Plumbing Museum. Found within the confines of a renovated former ice house, the Plumbing Museum bridges the concepts of new and old through exhibits and decor that represent creativity, practicality, and industry. Dating back to the mid-1850s, the ice house served as storage for a local ice business that served the surrounding community. Today, the museum invites men and women from all over to learn about life in America, both with and without the comforts of sanitary plumbing. Upon entering the museum, guests are welcomed by a larger-than-life cutaway of a typical American home. Built and installed by apprentices, this modern example of everyday plumbing represents the spirit of a trade education and is a valuable teaching aid for school groups. Further into the museum, you can find antique water heaters, a circa 1910 plumber's workshop, and an array of sinks and lavatories that include this rare find. The Kohler electric sink was one of the earliest renditions of a modern dishwasher. Introduced in 1928, this model featured an electric motor beneath a metal wash bin, a lift up top, a push-button start, and the option of either one or two basins. At this museum, however, unique plumbing fixtures do not end with the electric sink. Have you ever seen a woman's urinal? Or how about a hand-blown glass lavatory? Follow the progression of toilets over time, from the short hopper to the high-tank water closet to a low-tank toilet designed for water conservation. This Toto toilet, called the NeoRest, has a heated toilet seat, is remote control powered, is self-cleaning, and opens and closes with the touch of a button. Clearly, we've come a long way from the days of the earth closet. Upstairs on the museum's mezzanine level, curious visitors can journey back to the turn of the 20th century and browse 40 years of trade journals that showcase the latest and greatest products on the market at that time. The museum is also a one-of-a-kind resource for industry research that contains numerous supply catalogs, trade encyclopedias, and how-to manuals from as far back as the late 1800s. Proper plumbing is truly an art form, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Take this replica, for example. Early 20th century artist Marcel Duchamp was inspired to sign his name to a simple porcelain urinal and submit it to a French art show in 1917. In 2002, his interpretation of so-called toilet art was auctioned off to a lucky bidder for approximately $1.2 million. Preserving history and continuing education are the two major tenets of this nonprofit organization. The museum actively seeks grant funding for educational programs for trade students, career advisory nights, and the continuous expansion of its exhibits. Museum memberships are also available, along with original merchandise, including t-shirts, mugs, and postcards. The museum itself is also available for corporate events and private functions, and is fully equipped with a cutting-edge chef's kitchen. There is an old saying that the plumber protects the health of the nation. While he is often an unsung hero, the plumber's contribution to society is great, and the Plumbing Museum proudly honors his skill, hard work, and innovation.